How's everybody doing? Lenny Marcus is joining us today.
Hi, everybody.
LennyMarcus.com.
That's correct.
He's at the Comedy Cellar this weekend.
Also correct.
Yes. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
You're usually in here with Kevin.
Yeah, get rid of the dead weight.
Kevin Brennan. What happened there?
What happened? Oh, we're going to start with that?
Well, I figured just the elephant in the room.
Yep. Well, you know how this goes, don't you?
Kinda.
Yeah, you just can't take it anymore.
You just fucking, you lost your mind over?
He's hard to deal with. I don't know.
Is he?
Do you know Kevin?
I know Kevin.
Yeah.
I just did Red Eye with him last week.
Yep, how'd that go?
And it was hilarious.
Yeah, he's
Very
one
funny.
of the funniest people you'll meet, but everything else...
A little much?
A little much. A little too much. Hey, I know the fans like the show. I like the show. Everybody liked the show. But,
Yeah.
there's another 6 days and 23 hours to deal with. And that's tough to deal with, Kevin.
You don't see it like Guns N' Roses. Like, everyone goes, just stay together. You're good together. Like Opie and Anthony.
That's right.
Hey, you're good together.
Exactly.
Like, I just still been there, but I got fired.
Oh, yeah.
I was asked to leave.
Well, I was sort of asked to leave, to be honest with you.
You were?
Like, I mean, if you listen to did you ever listen to our show?
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
every week he was like, I can replace you with a water cup. I can, you don't, so let him replace me with a water cup.
God.
So I hope I hope he did it.
Replaced you with a water
No,
cup.
he said, I can replace you. I can fire you. There was no firing me. We were 50-50 partners. So,
Yeah. So
he can, but I said, you know what? After a while, I was just like, you know what? You can do the show yourself. If you want this so bad, and you could do it so bad yourself, go do it yourself.
how long were you two together as a show?
40 whole weeks. 40. How annoying do you have to be in 40 whole weeks?
Wow.
Yeah.
Me and Opie,
How long?
20 years.
20 years. So in 40 weeks.
You got 20 years of, and like I said, I'd have still been there if I didn't get fired. It's a good gig.
That's true. It's a good gig. But you guys were making some cash.
Making some bank,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah.
Bank.
And you bankrolled into another thing, which is also successful.
Do this.
Yeah.
My
So
kingdom.
you got green screens and
Yeah.
chyrons and
My kingdom.
prompters. I had, I turned it on myself.
You had to flip the switch.
I had to flip the switch and get yelled at it once a week.
But like, wasn't it just the show? Like, and then you were done
No.
with him?
No.
No?
No, I thought it was the show. The whole idea was like, okay, I'm going to come in here and do, once a week, Monday, 1 to 2. I'll have my whole week after that. It's like a 1 hour podcast. How could this be bad?
Right.
And then the other, 6 days, 23 hours is him screaming at me, this is what we should do. You're going in the wrong direction. I don't like the guest. I can't do it Monday at 1. You're an asshole. Your wife is Yoko. What the fuck? So after a while, I'm like, I'm not doing this any. You know what? I think this could be like when I come here with you.
Yeah.
We're cool after an hour, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't see when you call me again. I'll go, all right, come in again for an
Right.
hour. There's no harm, no foul. We don't agree on stuff. We just
Sure.
right. That's it. That's the end.
What do you think it is with Kevin? What do
Well-
you think it is? You know him for 40 weeks.
Well, he's got a narcissistic background. He's got that tendency.
Right.
And, it's all about Kevin. He's always right. He can't see anybody else's side. Everybody else is a moron. Everybody else is to blame. If it's a marriage problem, his wife is to blame. It's a podcast problem, I'm to blame. If the sound doesn't work, I'm to blame. If Liz is to blame. Everybody else is to blame. Kevin never, ever once said, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
So that's not a bit or anything.
It's not a bit. It's not a bit, but he's a very, very funny.
He is very funny.
And I wish him the best. He wanted the show by himself, so let him have himself.
Yeah. All right.
Right? Is he coming here? I hear a rumor he's coming to this
Is there
network.
rumors?
You got any
Will I be the guy that he's mad at soon?
Yes. See, that's what you guys don't understand. At some point, it's going to turn. Remember I said this, everyone. Remember I said this. It's going to turn, and it's going to come back at you guys, and then it's really going to be interesting because your fans are going to back you, not him.
Oh.
So.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he coming here, Keith?
There is a strong rumor.
I hear a strong rumor.
You've heard things?
I've heard things. I heard there's negotiations.
Would that
But you
be
know what?
bad?
I think for a show-wise, I think it's good. I think this is the place where he should be.
Isn't this great? It's the place to be.
It's the place for him to be.
Yeah.
I think what his agenda is works well here.
Yeah. I think it would.
Yeah. And I think the fan base will like him here, and I think it'll work for him here.
There have been a lot of inquiries from the fans. Are you getting him on? We would love to have Kevin here, kind of a thing from the fans. So yeah, I think it would be good. But what do you think could be a potential problem if he was here?
You know what? That's the great thing about him. You don't know where the landmine is. You don't know where the landmine is. I don't know. I never saw it. There was days where I never saw it coming. What?
Yeah.
You know, and you don't know what it is. Just imagine you have a girlfriend and her period is the entire everything but the 1 hour a week.
I can imagine this.
Okay. So let's imagine it's that.
Yeah.
For I don't know, forever, for every day. So you don't know what emotion you're going to get. So what could go wrong?
All right.
What could go wrong?
You know, people said the same thing about Gavin, and he's been nothing but a blessing.
There you go. So you'll have so much blessing.
Yeah.
This
That
is
is
like
true.
God's home.
People
This
have
is like a church, the Church of Anthony. You're perfect. If Gavin worked out, and then I think Kevin could work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you paying him a lot of money? Keith, are you paying Kevin a lot of money?
Why do you get half still?
No, I'm just saying if you're paying him, I'm just like saying that you just make sure that he knows what he's getting paid.
Make sure he knows.
Everything's good.
Everything's good? All right, if he
Negotiations are good.
accepts the payment, and I would get him to actually sign the contract
Everything's good.
so he knows what he's getting into.
Okay.
And also, read the contract. That also helps.
He was with Bobby
Bobby,
Ellie over there at Riotcast.
That's right.
And we constantly heard problems about that.
Yeah, we constantly heard problems about that, and Bobby's a big fat slob, this whole thing. Okay, he's our boss. He gave us a show. Thank you very much. We were doing nothing. He gave us a show. Why would you shit on that? Well, in this scenario, you would be the boss.
Oh.
So hopefully nothing could go wrong with that.
I got a buffer.
Oh, you got a buffer.
It's my buffer.
Keith's the buffer.
Yeah, lots of buffers.
Nobody has beef with Keith, so everything's fine.
Oh, you haven't read Reddit.
It's very good.
Keith's very good. Well,
I don't get involved with any of the day-to-day business things going on here, and it should be that way because I can't concentrate on doing a show if I'm worried about keeping the staff happy.
all right. Well, I think it's the right place. You've got an infrastructure set up for this buffering.
Yeah,
I think he'll be okay.
buffering.
That's buffering. Yep.
Thank you.
Nothing could go wrong.